What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we are looking at the brand new Jakks specific Wiggler, Mario, and Luigi figure pack. I don't know if there's a certain name for it. It's just labeled as Wiggler, Mario, and Luigi. But this is a unique set right here. This was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con at the Jakks panel. And I'm excited to add the Wiggler and the Mario figure collection because I don't know if we've ever gotten like a Wiggler figure, at least not from Jakks. I don't believe we did, but this is still a really unique set that we're getting here. So we get a big open window of all the figures we get here. Right here it says 20 points of articulation. I think that's just for the Wiggler. I don't know if it's like all of it in total really, but I'm sure it's really just the Wiggler. But you know, to the side we just got Mario, the logo up there, and then we got the names labeled. And this box right here is like, it's a long box, man. Like, it is insane. But like the top is really just like a top view of the figures. To the side, it's really just another, another angle right there. But on this side, if you can kind of see that, it's really the same thing we see like from here. It's a little hard to get it because, like I said, this box is like ridiculously long, really. But the bottom, right there, and then turning it all the way around, we just get some render shots of the figures. So you can see Mario, Luigi, the Wiggler. And then we got a Bow Reed over here, and then all the other sets at the bottom. And that's pretty much the packaging right there, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this out of the packaging and take a closer look. Alright, so here they are out of their packaging, and you can see how big this thing is compared to the 2.5-inch figures. Like, this is a really long toy. Like, it definitely has like its size to it, and I want to say it's probably like maybe almost 12 inches long. Like, it's definitely a pretty long figure, man. Like, it's long, and like it just towers over them crazy, which, it really is. The Wigglers, they were like the really like giant caterpillars, but I believe there were like smaller ones too. Here we have the 2.5-inch figure. So here's Mario. I gotta remember to start doing this to compare them with some other figures, or like their other like figures that they'll come in like other sets, because sometimes they can be new or like old. But this one, I'm not too sure. Like this one, I can never tell, but this was like the latest Mario figure. I get these a ton of times really, but this might be the old one, maybe. I don't know. I'm only seeing it because the paint are a little different. Like for this one, I can't really like swivel the hands, but this one I can. I don't really remember which diorama set or play set I got this guy in, but it was one of the recent ones really, so I'm not entirely too sure. But the articulation is still the same on this guy, the head turn, rotation in the arms. You got that. Now for Luigi, here it is compared to, I think this one I got in the Sparkling Waters playset. But the difference here is like the same thing. It's like the paint, like for Luigi, the brown is like darker, this one's lighter. So yeah, I don't know if like these are new or so. I don't know. I have a ton of these really, but the articulation is still the same. Like this Luigi, I can turn the wrist and the head, and that's really about it. Maybe like this Mario, maybe this one's just stuck or something, I don't know. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because Mario and Luigi, they're getting like a new resculpt and like the future waves. Like they're supposed to have like leg articulation, so I'm really excited about that. I don't really have to keep grabbing these figures because I have way too many of these now. Now let's get into the Wiggler right here. So like I said, this is a really long toy, but I think it's pretty good. I think this is exactly how Wiggler is. I mean, the Wiggler is like featured in a lot of games really, but I feel like it looks exactly how the Wiggler is, like with the spots, and then like the multiple legs, the flower on top, the big nose. I think it's pretty good though. So articulation on this thing, you can actually turn the flower, and then you can turn each of these. So each of these you can actually swivel, but they are really like on a ball peg, so like you can kind of move them just a little bit, not a whole lot you can really do. But what I've noticed is that like these back ones, they can actually shift up and down, and then this one that can as well. But then these can't. They're kind of just like turning, they're not like really shifting up compared to how this is. So like these can actually shift up and down, but then this one not so much. You're kind of just like turning the head, and then this one just kind of turns. But these you can kind of move up, and there's not like a whole lot to do if you want to turn it. If you want to have like Wiggler kind of like curved to look to the side or so, you can't really do that. you're only just really gonna get a swivel for the head, and then just like a swivel out of these really, and that's really about it. But the legs, they can move back and forth, and then they get a hinge, so you can have the wiggler put the legs to the side like that, and then you get a swivel to the feet, which these might be a little, oh there you go, yeah, you get a swivel out of them, but they're really like on ball pegs, so they move around like that. So yeah, I don't know why the exposure is so high, like I kind of adjusted that, but yeah, that's pretty much what you're doing with that. So yeah, they can move like back and forth, and then they get a hinge to the side if you want to do that. Now I will say some of them can be really loose, like not even really just the legs, but even like you know, even like these parts can be pretty loose too. But that's all you're really doing. That's like all the articulation you're getting for the wiggler. This feet, I'm trying to, there you go, I was trying to turn that. We can't do a comparison, so like I said, you know, I'll just bring in some figures, but here's like Mario, you know, we got like Luigi, just bringing in some random characters, but here's like the Yoshi, and then here's like Toad, as you can see. And I don't know if you can really put them on top. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to stand on there like that, because they want to kind of like slide down, so you might have to just have them like that or so. So that's probably what you can really do with these. And I think like with wiggler, I believe like when you like jump on it sometimes, like doesn't it like get angry or something? Like I think that's what it does, or maybe some of them don't get angry, I can't remember. But that would have been cool. You get like one where like it's like a all angry, because I think it turns like all red or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much how that looks. And then we can use like some 4-inch figures, so let me actually move these out the way. But here's like a 4-inch Mario, and then like a 4-inch Luigi, and I think this can still work, because like I said, there are like, you know, like really like giant wigglers, but then there's like the smaller like caterpillar ones. So either way, this can still work. But I think I do like the way how it is with the 2.5-inch figures. And then let's actually use you know, just another figure for a bigger size. So here's like the movie Bowser figure. Let's put him like back here, and then this is how the wiggler is compared to that. So you can see how massive this thing is, man. You see I had to push the whole camera back to have Bowser in frame and then have the wiggler here. So yeah, it has some size to it. Let me just throw in the Mario here. I'll just put him right here. But yeah, it does have size to it, as you can see. But I think it's a pretty unique figure. So yeah, look at that. So that is going to do it for the Jakks specific Wiggler, Mario, and Luigi figure pack. I think it's pretty cool. I can see them also doing a 2.5-inch one at some point. Like I said, there is different sizes of the Wiggler creatures, so we could see another one in the future. But I'd say go grab it. It's a very classic enemy in the Super Mario franchise, and I think the toy is pretty great overall. Now, this is a Target exclusive, so you're only able to pick this up from there. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the review. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Take care, my friends.